Hi guys, welcome to the incredibly late 6th episode of Mandalorian Armor Making. Today it's more of a show-off kind of video because I really had the helmet done about a month ago, but due to a lot of personal and educational issues I wasn't able to upload a video until now. So like I said at the very beginning of the videos, this is what we were trying to go for. This is my very first helmet I did. It's made out of cardboard and bondo and foam. So this was the final piece that I did there. I mean, it looks okay. It's functional, but it's pretty fragile. So, like I said, I set out to build a stronger, better version, a more customized version. So I'm going to show you what I came up with. This is the Mark II helmet. This is the completely made out of plastic and fiberglass one. It's got all the little special features I did. I showed you the custom rangefinder that I was doing. It's kind of got like a Daft Punk feel to it. It's very, very cool. Added the custom chin here at the bottom. You can see I have the visor installed, little earpieces, custom vent in the back. It's all painted up and what. The visor I got from a surplus store. It's not hard. All you do is when you finished forming your helmet, all you do is you go and you take the piece that you cut out, put it on the welding shield you got, trace it a little bit larger than it actually is, and then just glue it and it'll sit in there just fine. Same thing with this, just made it a little bit larger, cut it out, glued it in. That works fine too. I'll show you the inside here. The inside of that is just fabric foam, nothing too special. All I did to get the right placement was I put it on my head without gluing it and just placed them where it felt normal. You want your eyes to line up pretty much right in the middle, so I just slid them down the sides until it fit right. It pivots just really by using 2 plastic screws. They're easier than metal screws because they don't, well, really they're just easier because metal screws you have to go get a grinder to slice them so that they're not hitting into your face when you wear it. As you can see, it's just glued in there. No bolts. Some people, they'll get a special bolt that you glue into it, and then they'll drill all the holes, and then they'll screw it all down on there. That's really, really complicated and it gets expensive. It's just go get the visor, cut it out, get some super glue, just start putting it in from the bottom, and then just glue it as you go, and it'll sit in there just fine. It looks fine. It looks like it's perfect. So the visor looks pretty good when you look through it. It's not it's not like wearing 6 pairs of sunglasses as some people thought it was. The paint scheme I did on it, really, all it is it's model paint. You find a gray, then a darker gray, and then a lighter gray, different kinds of metal. Go outside and look on your car, or on your fence, or any piece of metal you have, and you'll see how it rusts, and then you can just go in there and simulate how it looks. And what I've done is you just take a large-ended brush and you just dab, and the dabbing actually replicates how it works in real life pretty well. So that's the finished helmet right there. It just, up, down, it just stays there because of friction. It doesn't move that much if you wiggle it. I showed you earlier the dome that I was working on. I went through and I fiberglassed it. Not to actual cloth, but just resin. And what we did was we mixed up the resin and we just poured it in there and we just moved it around like that until it coated the entire thing. And I mean, it's super strong. It doesn't move. We went through and we used the rest of the resin on the cheeks here, so they've got a nice resin backing. Doesn't let them move at all. You can see, compared to my original helmet, The cheeks are a lot thicker. See here, my original helmet's cheeks are starting to warp a bit because they're made out of cardboard and Bondo. You can actually see the layer. There's the Bondo layer, there's the cardboard layer. You can actually see on this one where it's just the 2mm Sintra, and it's really sturdy, it's not going anywhere. So there's the new one. There's the old one. I mean, they're pretty much, you know, size comparing, they're pretty much the exact same size. You can just see that this one has a lot more cheek detail than the other one. This one sort of just, really, it's just almost, well, you can just see it. It's got a nice smooth line coming down from the corner. It's got a nice smooth line on the cheek. This one's just sort of implied almost. It's almost like an organic kind of cheek looking to it. So that's the new one. It works great. It's got to have a couple of touch-ups on different parts of it, but we'll be doing that later on. I've got another project you guys might like. I've actually been working on this one for about 2 months now. It's a remote control Landspeeder. You can see I've got most of the frame done already. Little bits cut out. It's got a foam frame for lightweight. I'm using a 2mm Sintra on it. Starting to carve out the profile on the front. It's just on a remote control car I got. $30 car at Toys R Us. It's got all the different lights and stuff. I'm going to put those in the engine so when it drives they light up like it's going. It drives really well. Hopefully I'll get it done the next couple of months. Just like that. And then we'll get the 3 engines on it, and I'm working on getting the inside done. And it's big enough to fit a couple of the little 6-inch action figures in there, so I'll get a Luke and a C-3PO. Hopefully I can find one. I've never actually seen a Luke action figure, so hopefully eBay will help me out with that. That's pretty much it for now. The new helmet, working on this, retiring this one. If anybody actually wants this one, and you want to put in an offer for it, I'm willing to sell it to you if you want to have it. So just give me an email if you're interested in it. Put in your requests for if you want to see stuff. I had a couple of people ask about papercraft. I showed you the ODST helmet. I had a guy ask about the Mandalorian costume from the Knights of the Old Republic games. I had a couple of people asking about Halo armor, so if you want to see a video on that, I've got a couple of papercrafts I can show you. I can show you the process of how to do it. So, any questions or comments? Just leave them under the video, and don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully the next video will be up in the next couple of weeks.